you're a speaker coach. You've gone through ontological coach training, and like me, you retain a coach that you work with 4 times a month.
Yes.
Very much like me.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have a coach, and what is the main thing that you get from coaching?
Oh my goodness, I absolutely. If there's anything you guys cannot take away from this conversation today, I would say go out and get a coach. Go out and get a coach. People take it lightly that coaching is just something that people help people with your life. No, I mean, it's so much deeper than that. If you're looking to make powerful moves in the future and in your life, period, then you want to have a coach. You need someone. Think about the famous athletes. You look at LeBron James, Michael Jordan. They all had a coach.
Yep, Michael Jordan had Tim Groves.
Oprah Winfrey,
Yep.
she had 5 coaches.
Yep.
Tony Robbins has a coach. Anybody that's successful, what do they have? They have a coach. Why do they have a coach? Because they know they can't handle life by themselves. Like, it's somebody there that's able to see and have altitude on their life and say, you could be doing bigger. You could be doing better. Like, helping you get reflections of yourself so that you can choose powerfully. So that you can choose in a way that helps you fulfill your goals.
So what do you get? Like, I'm curious. What is it that you get from coaching? Like if you had personally, like what do you get from coaching?
Coaching
and how has it changed your business? Transformed your life?
Coaching has transformed my marriage.
How?
Wow, you want me to go how? You want to do it?
Why not?
So, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. So, I was a professional for so many years, and I was used to me being single, me being able to just be free. And marriage is 2 people coming together and literally becoming one. 2 people coming together and literally becoming one, right? I'm saying that twice for a reason. So that was hard for me. And you begin to see things about yourself when you're married in a relationship that you did not know was there. Like, stuff started coming out from childhood. I'm like, oh my God, I got some issues. Like, you don't really realize this till you get married, right? And then you get pregnant and have a child, right? It's just, coaching gives me the opportunity to really be reflective of who I'm being in my relationship, the attitude that I'm bringing, the lens that I'm bringing, how I'm looking at my husband. Am I looking at my husband in a way that is empowering our marriage, or am I looking at things that he's doing wrong all the time? Because if you're looking for things he's doing wrong all the time, guess what? You're going to find them. And it could be simple stuff from putting the toilet seat down. Like, I keep telling this man to put that toilet seat down. Or, the cereal box. Close the cereal box. Don't leave it open because the cereal can get stale. These are real life examples, ladies.
She's not lying. Okay, I'm flawed. What can I say?
But it's those simple things. And when you think about how blessed I am overall for the man that I have to be like looking about those little things, it's like, girl, bad. There's women out here got way bigger issues than that, and I'm tripping about a toilet seat. Come on. But I had to shift my lens. So coaching helped me to shift my lens to see my husband in a way that I'm like, dang, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have a man that is a provider, that is a visionary, that has a commitment to personal development, and that helps people live the best life possible. Like, Linal is just not an individual that says he's doing this stuff and then doesn't do it. You guys, he sleeps, breathes, and eats it so much so that it's almost nerve-wracking. I'm like, do you really got to be that committed? No, seriously. Do you really got to be that committed? But it also teaches me that, you got to put the work in to get to where you want to go in life, right? So that on that aspect of marriage, that's what it taught me. In my business, it just kind of showed me who I was being in my business. Coaching helps you distinguish your, awareness about yourself that you probably have never noticed before, because you're so much on autopilot. You do these things automatic all the time, and you don't even realize that though the impact of what you do and how it's showing up, the ripple effects, how it's showing up later, and in your marriage, and with your son, or with your work.
So give us a work example. Give us a work example of something you distinguished in your business as a result of coaching.
I'll just use this example that I had around fear of me claiming my power.
Okay.
So when I began to distinguish that I had this story about myself that wasn't true, the story that, you know, I'm too young to be in business, that I can't be powerful young in business, and that who would people think about me when they meet me, this young black girl, and she has access to all this stuff, like what would people think, right? I began to really get deep, and, you know, coaching helped me distinguish, listen, that's just a really bad story you have about yourself. This story is limiting your power so much so that it's ultimately holding you back from your full potential in creating deals and meeting in people relationships. Because think about it, when people call me and they want to have lunch with me or dinner and I avoid them, what opportunities are being missed?
And let me bring color to it, because, you know, Pam, she is connected to some very powerful people. And so she'll mention, maybe she'll come home and say, you know, so-and-so wanted to have lunch with me. And I say so-and-so, I'm talking about celebrities. And and I'm like, you going? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? What's going on? Like, you gotta go. You have to go to this. But she was struggling with her own stuff. And in coaching, we call it enough, not enough. Like, am I enough? Like, can I provide enough? Will I be seen as a fraud or? And so many of us are working through those type of things mentally. And what I hear you saying is that coaching helps you distinguish your stories and interpretations from the facts of who you are and what you provide in the world, and really helps you step into your power.
Yes, that's perfectly said, baby.
Cool. And it's the reason why I believe in coaching too, because I mean, I could go through the same thing for me. It shows up differently. Like, all of us have different challenges, right? So somebody might be listening saying, that's crazy. If a celebrity wants to meet me, I'm there. Right. That's nuts. Right. Well, okay, what's your stuff? Because we all have it. So where are you stopping in your life? Mama D mentioned change. Yeah. And change is difficult. Difficult for most of us, because as human beings.
You know what, too? Another thing somebody mentioned, a couple callers said, you know what, I don't have the money. We have to stop allowing money to dictate our decisions. Yeah. I can't. I don't have the money. Stop saying that, because now money's controlling the way you operate.
Well, it's your words too.
It's the words.
And we have to be careful what we say, because with your mouth you say, I don't have the money, you actually perpetuate more of the same. Because
it's the belief.
And we're creators. We're creators, right?
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why affirmations are so powerful, because if you wake up every morning and say, I'm happy and grateful that I have an abundance and all that I need is available to me, right? It sounds, altruistic and fluffy. But by saying that, you begin to send something completely different out into your world that gives you the ability to actually create that. Because we are creators. I mean, that's the whole identity series was really around the power of that we have as creators.
It's the same thing with speaking, right? People come to me and say, hey, there are no speaking opportunities. There's no speaking. And that's their lens. That's what they see the world as. They go around thinking there are no speaking opportunities. Guess what? They're not going to find any, because you have that lens of there's no speaking opportunities when there are over 12 million events happening around the world all the time.
7 billion people on the planet. 12 million events annually.
So
people need speakers.
I'm curious why you're not finding any speaking events.
Yeah, got it.